Alrighty, welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War difficulty walkthrough, and in this video we are going to be finishing all of Alfheim, and that is it. So this video doesn't really have too many fights, not until you get towards, the end. That's when it starts getting hard. There is a couple fights here and there, but you're not going to see a bunch of fights until the end of this video. And there is one boss fight in this video, which I am going to show you how to do as well. And that is it for this video. It's a very short one, so we're going to move on to the first fight, which will be right here. This is just a couple of the elves. So I get a stun here, and then I try to do enough damage to insta-kill him. And as I usually say here, you just want to throw your axe at them to freeze them, and then you want to go ahead and murder the one that's either frozen or the one that isn't frozen. Now when you walk down any side of these stairs, there is going to be more of those crystals that you can ricochet your axe off of if you decide to, or you can stun him, which you do see that I do try to do. But of course, it does not work. So yeah, I just keep trying it, trying to see if I could get away to get an angle on him, but I didn't. So you're going to see a lot during this video, especially towards the end. You're going to see me using the light blade attack, that is where you dash forward and you hit L1. It basically makes you go flying forward towards the enemy. You're going to see me using that move a lot in this video, so make sure you do have that, because you are going to see me use it to close distance against the boss, because if you're too far from the boss, she will probably do her one of her unblockable attacks, and there is one of them that is very annoying, and there's basically nothing you could do about it unless if you're close to her. So just keep that in mind when we get to that boss. And right here there's just a couple of nightmares, very simple, and there's going to be one elf. There is gonna, like I said, there is gonna be a lot of these like little mini fights here at the start, but none of them are really challenging. They're all like basically really easy. So there's not really much for you to worry about in this first part. But once we get like after the boss and stuff, that's when it's gonna start getting a little bit challenging. So for this one, you just either want to kill this guy first, like I do, or you can kill the nightmare first and then kill him. It's whatever you prefer. I usually kill this guy first. And that will be it for this fight. But there is multiple back-to-back-to-back-to-back fights, so you are going to hear from me again in just about a couple of seconds. Alright, so for this fight, it's very simple. You just want to obviously use your blades for the light attack so that you can kill the little small enemies. And then for this one, you kill the nightmare first, and then you can use this to ricochet off of it to get a free kill. And that will be it for this fight. So when we drop, when we drop down, there is going to be another fight. So I think right here is where I drop down. Yep. Pretty sure down here there is another fight. So this is more elves, I presume it to be. And no, it looks like it's more of these small enemies. So you just want to use your, obviously, your axe light attack, or not your axe, sorry, your blade light attack. And then there's going to be the one elf, and that will be it for that fight. So as you keep going down, there is usually more and more fights. They don't really get that hard. There's still like basically just the same level of difficulty. For this enemy, you can just hit him with the ricochet crystal to the right. I didn't use it because I didn't realize that it was there. And this one right here is the last time that we will drop down. So now we are going to move on to the boss fight. Alright, so you're going to see me cut here once because I did accidentally throw my axe at her as soon as you're supposed to go ahead and hit her with your shield. So like I said, for this part, you're just going to see me closing a lot of distance. So you see that that little swirl attack that I'm doing? every time that she like dodges away, or even when I'm inside of a fight. That swirl attack is basically what I'm using to close the distance of when she tries to dash away. So you do want to make sure that you do stay close to her. She only has one unblockable, actually two unblockables, my bad. She has one unblockable that she'll do for close range, and then she has one unblockable that she'll do for long range. So that's why it's good for you to close the distance, and you want to just stay as close as you can to her as possible, because those blue ring unblockable attacks that you can only block by, hitting L1 twice to break her block. Those have, if you let them go off, they have AoE attacks, and they will kill you from no matter where you are, and you definitely do not have enough time to dodge out of her way if it doesn't clear out the entire boss fight arena. So yeah, just as long as you keep closing the distance, you're good, and this is a very simple boss fight as you're seeing here for me. You just want to watch out when she gets down to one bar, she will do a different type of unblockable attack where she'll try to like slam down. So just watch out for that whenever you're doing this part. And that is about it. This is I wouldn't say a super easy boss fight, but it's also not a super challenging boss fight. It's one of those like in-between type of fights. So it's not really too bad. You'll get the hang of it probably after like maybe 2 deaths, not even. For me, I only died once because I had a really funny death. Because I threw my axe when I was in slow-mo, and I just hit restart checkpoint because I realized I was going to die almost instantly. And that is it, so we're going to move on to the next fight.
No.
It is over.
It is far from over.
It's gonna be okay, Tyr.
You've seen what is to come. I told you I would not follow you to war, and yet here I am, dragging an innocent elf and marching towards the destruction of Asgard.
What choice do we have?
There is always a choice. I will not lead you to war. I won't. I'm not that god anymore. I don't want to fight. But with you three, there is no avoiding it. Your path leads to countless deaths, unimaginable pain and suffering.
Oh no! No!
Atreus! Hold on!
Over here! Your chain!
Agreed. Oh. Are you injured?
No, sir. Hey, Tyr? Thanks. And I'm sorry about before.
No. I am sorry. I should never have come. We shouldn't linger.
Look, I just want to do the right thing. And according to prophecy...
Speak no more of prophecy.
War will not give you the purpose you seek, Atreus. Only slaughter.
So what are we supposed to do? Roll over? Do nothing?
Enough. We will discuss our next move when we are out of danger.
Alright, so going on to this fight, this is going to be the area where we're just going to be fighting over and over and over again. So for this first one, it's very simple. I just freeze one and I kill the one that's frozen, and then I go after the other one. Very easy for this little first, I guess what you could consider part one. And then there's going to be another enemy spawning in once you kill one of them. So you can then just do the same strat that you did with the first one. And that's it. Very, very easy fight for this one. Now we're going to move on to the next one.
We need to get out of here. Through here.
Alrighty, so on to the next fight. You are going to see a little cut here. That's just because I paused. So for this one, this is also a very easy one, but you just got to watch out for the ranged enemy. I'm pretty sure there's only one. So just watch out for the one ranged enemy. So you might want to freeze him instead of freezing the other one. And you should be good. It's a very easy fight. It's just these two enemies. And then when you jump over, you're going to see the rock. Make sure you throw that rock at the elf. That will spawn in as soon as you jump over. Which I am saying this a bit ahead of the time, but you'll see what I'm talking about whenever I run up there, which is going to be right now. So you're going to see as I jump across, there's an elf that spawns in. Just throw this rock at him. You murder basically 75% of his health. So that's basically a free kill. And then you just go after this last guy right here. And that is it for this part. Very easy, very simple fight. And we're going to move on to the next part.
Let's go, let's go.
Alrighty, so going on to this next fight. It looks like there is like 4 enemies, but it's only 2 until you kill one of them, or maybe it's until you kill both of them. I'm not entirely sure if it's one or both, but I'm pretty sure it's just if you kill one, the other will spawn in. So there is a total of what I think is 4 enemies in this area. So this one's very simple. You just use the rocks on the wall. Obviously, I didn't do that because I did not realize that that was a rock on the wall. I didn't realize until after I killed, I'm pretty sure I killed these 2 enemies. I think it's after these 2 I realized that that rock on the wall does actually work. So yes, whenever you kill them, the other 2 will spawn in, and you want to just use that rock on the wall to hopefully get a free stun and a free kill. But if not, just do what I usually tell you to do, and that is throw the axe at them, let them freeze, and then you either go after the frozen one or you go after the other one. And that will be it. So we're going to move on to the next fight.
Father, this way!
Let's keep moving.
Alrighty, so the next fight's right here. It's just one very simple enemy, so not really too hard. You just want to use your heavy axe attack to send them up in the air, and then you just want to hit them with your light attack. So then we move on to this fight. This fight can be a little bit challenging, but as you see here, one of the elves did actually try to go for a tier instead of attacking me, so I was able to get the stun off, and basically almost got him 99 to being able to die fully, but I could not get it off in time, which sucks, but you know, it happens sometimes. So for this one, you just want to try and keep both of them within your radar since they do have a lot of HP. So try to keep both of them in front of you, and you should be good to go ahead and do this. You could also try and bait one of them to go after Atreus if you wanted to. and then just fight the other one on your own. Whatever you'd prefer to do, or whatever works for you. You could try both. Whichever one works for you is the one that you should probably do. Alrighty, and that is it. So this is going to be the next fight here. We are approaching what I'm pretty sure this is the last fight. This one right here is the final fight. So for this one, it is just going to be one elf at first, until you walk up far enough to activate the other ones. So try not to go too far ahead. Try to just freeze him and just kill him while he's the only one active at the time. So you see I kill him, and then there's this one that comes in, and then there's the second one that comes in. So once you kill that one, you're probably going to get these two coming in, like it was for me. So for this one, you just want to keep both of them in front of you and make sure that they don't have any of them behind you, because they are ranged enemies. So you do want to watch out. You don't want them to be out of your sight, because it will be a very hard time to deal with both of them when they're both shooting at you with ranged projectiles. And I'm pretty sure that is the last fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we leave now, please?
Almost there. This way. Here.
Open the gateway, please. You want war, Atreus. See for yourself the legacy this one has left for the Barons. I've had far more than I can stomach.
Enough of Alfheim. We will return home.
Very well. I suppose the desert will keep.
Well, I hope Tyr's had enough time to find his equilibrium, or whatever.
Indeed. I saw flashes of the old god of war in him, but they were fleeting.
There is nothing wrong with opposing war, nor opposing prophecy.
I suppose that's fair. Never can be quite sure what the Giants meant by any of it.
Am I the only one that remembers they predicted our entire journey to Jotunheim? If the Giants saw Tyr leading armies at Ragnarok, then I believe them.
The question is how you'll ever make Tyr believe it.